So I'm sure you've seen all over social media people promoting SMMA, short form content agencies, and even coaching businesses. And trust me, those are great ways to make money. But as I sit here before you today, I want to show you how to actually get clients. I'm going to show you the platform I have used to get nearly all of the clients for my SMMA business, but also for my second business, my coaching business. What I would like to think that is unique about my perspective is that before I started my social media marketing agency, I started with appointment setting. So in 2019, when I started my agency, this meant I had a massive advantage. I mean, I knew the skill of setting appointments before I started my agency. Why is that important, I hear you ask? Well, you cannot sign clients if you cannot set appointments. So you need to stop trying to sign clients and you need to start learning how to set appointments. So in this video, I'm going to give you the exact roadmap I would follow if I had to go back in time and start my business from scratch all over again. Now, what I'm going to show you is going to work if you have a social media marketing agency, if you have a content agency, if you have an advertising agency, an email marketing agency, or even a coaching or consulting business. So at this point, I am going to make a very bold assumption that you have a niche or a rough idea of the type of client you want to attract. At this point, you're going to need a script. Because when you find business owners, you need to know what to say, how to say it, to effectively get them into a meeting. So let me first tell you the things that you should definitely not do. Do these if you want to fail and avoid them if you actually want to make this work. Rule number 1, don't talk about yourself. Hey, I'm John. I've been editing videos for 15 years. I'd love to work. Don't do that. Talk about them and the benefits they will receive, not about you. Rule number 2, do not be direct with what you offer. Don't message a business owner telling them exactly what you do right away. Some things you can do instead is to send them a case study. Ask them if they would like to see how you took a client from X to Y, or you could even create the case study about a popular brand on social media that you haven't worked with, explaining how they went from X to Y using whatever strategy they used. Rule number 3, stop sending paragraphs. I cannot tell you the amount of time somebody comes to me and they say, hey, Adam, I have sent out so many messages and I am yet to get a client. I take a look at their script and they're sending a massive message. And their message is, hey, my name's John, I've been editing videos for 15 years, I'm the founder of Videos for You agency, and it goes on and on and on and on. When I get those DMs, I delete them right away. Even if it's the best offer in the world, I don't even read it. Keep your messages short, sweet, to the point, and start a conversation. Don't try and sell them everything in that first message, just start the conversation. Rule number 4, don't send your calendar to a prospect right away. Even if somebody wants to book a call with you, even if they want what you offer, it's always better to ask for their permission first. Ask them if they would like to have a call. Ask them if they would like your case study. Don't just give it to them. And rule number 5, do not create a business or agency account to send messages from. So if I'm starting a video editing agency, the worst thing I can do is follow the 4 rules we've just looked at, but then to create a new Instagram account called Videos for You Agency. Make a nice logo, make it look all branded and professional, and then use that for outreach. If you do this, I can almost guarantee you your reply rate will be a much lower percentage. Using a personal account has always worked better for me and for my students. Now, enough with the negative. Here's exactly what you should do. Before you start any outreach, you need to have multiple accounts. I say you need because this is what you need if you want long-term success. If you just want to test out outreach and you're not too pushed about getting clients immediately, then that's fine. You can just use one account. For context, in my agency at our peak, we were sending 500 Instagram messages a day across 10 accounts. That's because 50 DMs a day is typically the sweet spot before you start getting an action ban or getting blocked. So go ahead and make at least 2 or 3 accounts. You could use your personal page and then 2 backup pages. Rule number 2 is to test your copy and test your script. This does not mean send 5 messages and then change the script because it's not working. This means send at least a couple hundred messages. There's no perfect number here, but I would always recommend at least 100 and push that to 200 or 300 messages at least. This is going to give you enough data and a big enough pool of people to sample with. Rule number 3, log your results because what gets measured gets improved. This is one of the rules that I chant to my students all the time. If you don't measure it, how do you know what to fix? You don't. you're guessing. What my students do is they log their outreach on an outreach tracker that we give to them, but they can also send a daily update to me and my student success manager so that each day we know exactly what they're doing and we can help them understand the numbers and improve their scripts to get more meetings and more clients. Rule number 4, be consistent. Cliche, but it's true. Rule 5, don't overhype and oversell. A lot of people who are new to this space believe that you have to have a guarantee to get clients. Alex Hormozy wrote an incredible book about how to write good offers, but unfortunately that has led to many people entering this space for the first time and thinking that they need to have a guarantee even though they've never done any work before. If you say to a business owner, I guarantee I'll get you X results or you don't pay, but you've never gotten X result for another business, that is a little bit shady and it's probably not going to work out too well for you. I've got one more bonus tip for you that is really going to help you take your prospecting to the next level. The next time you find an ideal customer or an ideal client in your niche, go ahead and follow that person and you will see in the suggested accounts section on Instagram possibly 10 or 20 accounts just like them. And bonus tip number 2 is to be very creative with your outreach. Don't be afraid to let your personality shine through. Don't afraid to just have a laugh. For example, you could send a meme as a follow-up to your prospect. This is something I did in my agency. I would use jokes the whole time and it worked incredibly well. Because if you get somebody to laugh, even if it's a cringy, shitty joke, they're more likely to like you. And if someone likes you, they might trust you. And if they trust you, they might buy from you. So there you have it. Those are some of the things that you need to do and things you need to avoid if you actually want to sign clients on Instagram. For context, I've used these same rules to sign up to 8 social media marketing clients per week for my agency and 30 plus coaching clients per week. If you'd like me to help you more, go ahead and book in a call. Link to that will be in the description of this video and I'll chat to you then.